All right, so we're here with Shane Miles, Roanoke Island Running Company, and we're going to talk fartleks.
Yes.
So Shane, I'm curious. I mean, how do you approach someone about this subject? I mean, would you say, did you fartlek yesterday?
Right.
Do you say, have you been fartleking lately? I mean,
yeah, just put it on a shirt.
How are the fartleks? I mean,
just
how
fartleked.
do you?
It's a funny word. You know, it's a word that when you say in front of a child, they start snickering. You know. But when you say it in front of an adult, they kind of look at you strange if they don't know if they're not a runner and you don't know what they're talking about. When I was in the restaurant business, I could tell very quickly how skilled somebody was by the way they held a knife. You know, their comfortability with it, their comfort level with that knife. And so, if you're talking to somebody and you say fartlek and they look at you funny, they're probably not a runner, or at least not a serious one that trains seriously. So, fartlek running or fartlek training is basically where we're mixing fast running with slow running or slower running, and it's Swedish for speed play, and that's where the word fun. That's why I use the word fun, because it's fun. I mean, when you go out and do it, you can knock out a lot of miles without even realizing it, because once you start to fartlek, you're not paying attention to mileage. You're paying attention to time. So fartleks are, instead of distance, they're by time. So, for example, the other day, last Thursday, I think, I did what's called a fartlek ladder. And it's super fun. I had 8 miles to do, but I threw a fartlek ladder in the middle. And when it was done, I looked at my watch. I only had 1.5 miles left of my run, so it's a perfect time to cool down.
Now, do you have some data on this that you could share with us?
Oh, I certainly can. Yeah,
okay,
we can totally pull it up. But
all right,
we can do that, and then this way I can we can look at it. I can explain it as we look at it.
We're going to move the view here, and we'll let you take a look at it.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, so go ahead, share.
All right, so basically, one thing to point out too is what I'm showing you here is splits. Okay, so this is an example of that fartlek workout. Here you can see fartlek ladder. There's many ways to do this. This is only one example of a fartlek workout. You can do all kinds of stuff. It can be as simple as running, just jogging and be like, you know what, I'm gonna run really fast to that telephone pole and I'm gonna stop. I mean, it could be that simple. It's just, again, it's a way to mix fast running with slow running. And what that does is it actually builds up your fast twitch muscles. It's gonna make you a lot faster than just going out and running 3 miles really, really fast, right? So what we did here, and it's important.
Sounds fun with that flexibility.
Yeah, it's super fun. There's really no rules, but you can make rules. So I had rules on this one, but it was still fun. Rules can still be fun. So it's important before you do any kind of workout to warm up, right? So you don't just hit the door running. You got to get everything warmed up. You want your heart rate to rise slowly. So you see right here, my first split here is 20 minutes. We did a 20-minute warm up. Now I was, kind of picking it up at an 8:02, so I was moving a little bit quicker, but I knew I was going to be going a lot faster. So the idea here was fartlek ladder. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 2, 1. So I'm going up the ladder, and then I'm coming back down. And in between each one of those ladders, we're doing a 2-minute jog in between. Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
We're doing a little video, but you can just jump right in if you need me. Okay. So,
or if you want to be in the video.
Yeah, if you want to, you got a little cutie there. So basically what we're looking at is this first 1 minute here, okay, after the 20. I want to do this at a 5K pace or better, okay? I'm running for a short amount of time, so I want to really give it my all. I want to sprint, okay? So basically I did a 5:40 here for the 1 minute. And then I slowed it down for 2 minutes, down to an 8:22. Again, resting a little bit, getting my breath back. And then getting ready for my second split of the ladder, the 2 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I want to go a 10K. Okay, so a 10K is going to be slower than a 5K. So I want to do that, and I went out at 5:58. So a little bit slower than the first one. Again, coming down to the 2-minute rest, right? So down to, 2-minute rest here. We're looking at an 8:22 again for my rest pace. And then we're going into the 3 minutes. So we're getting longer, we're running longer now, but we're running a little bit slower than we were before. So it's kind of, it's good, but it's still hard. So 3 minutes, now we're going at a half marathon pace or better. Okay, and I'm at a 6:31 here for that one. And then I'm back down to an 8:12 for my rest. And now here for the 4 minutes. Now this is where we peak before we start to come back down, right? So we're halfway here. Marathon pace. So this is not my marathon pace though, but I did a 6:48 because I knew I was only running for 4 minutes. So I'm like, I'm still going to try to give it my best, but still slower than my previous runs. That's the whole idea, is to kind of, as you progress in time, to slow it down in pace. And then we start working back down. So you can see the different splits there. And they were relatively, the idea is when I run that last 1 minute, I want it to be just as fast or faster than my first one. Now, it's a long time since I did that first one, so I'm tired now. Now I'm really tired of my tired legs. That first one I did at a 5:40. I was able to pull off a 5:27 for that last 1 minute on tired legs. And all that's really going to show later down the road when you show up for race day. All that training is really going to help. And this is just one day out of 5 right now. Or marathon training, it's one day out of 6.
Now, did you run these segments on the same type of surface?
Yes, it was all done on road.
Asphalt?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
And was it the same route, like you were doing a repetitive route, like a track type?
I actually was doing it. No, actually, I just did it through town.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did it through town. Yep, and then worked my way back towards my house.
So the scenery did change a little bit.
Yeah, the scenery changed. There was lots of turns. Certainly, I tried to stay off anywhere where there might, be, traffic or anything like that. But it was super early in the morning, so I'm not worried about it. But back in my neighborhood, there's not a lot of cars.
Now, with the segments,
safe.
How did you know when 2 minutes was up or 3 minutes was up?
So with Garmin, and this is part of the real estate that Garmin offers that a lot of people don't take advantage of, and it starts with the 220 model. Anything lower than that, you can't do this. But Garmin gives you the capability, again, from 220 up to create workouts. So right here, you can see workouts, and you can see right here on the top is that ladder workout, that Fartlek ladder. I can create all these workouts so that when that 1 minute or that 20-minute warm-up is up, at 5 seconds before that first minute starts, it starts to beep. And then it'll give me a little quick beep to let me know it's time to go. And when it gets to 55 seconds as I'm running that 1 minute, it'll beep again and let me know it's time to start my 2 minute cool down.
So as long as you have the Garmin watch that's a model 220
or above,
you
can create workouts. And then, but you can be old school and just look at your watch.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
it's
really
my pleasure
enjoyed
to talk
it.
to you about Fartlek running.
This thing, it's so fast.
I fill my gas tank a few times. Groceries.
Yeah, I was just starting to watch this